Welcome everybody to Kernels of Mystery. Before we jump into tonight's game, I'd like to tell you a bit about how this all worked. Before we recorded every single one of our games, we would draw 3 cards from 1985 Games' deck of stories, pulling out 1 card for each of the letters in their orc system: opener, rising action, and climax. I would then give my players about 10 minutes to do whatever they needed, while I try to take the prompts and create something of a coherent story from them. Tonight's story uses a deck of stories 1, 2, and the gear booster. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to begin our story in a dark, dank weather. Rain, overcast. It's a cold day in Europa. And we find ourselves, and I'm guessing all of you will be present, at St. Maizina's cemetery. We're there for the funeral of Mr. Walter Kellogg, the chairman of the city council and Darcy's grandfather, maternal grandfather. A well-beloved member of the community for years and years, has been in the service of the city council for ages, and has butted heads with the mayor, who's Darcy's father, for years and years and years. They've never actually, seen eye to eye. Now they never will. The service is quite beautiful. There are pretty much the entire town is in attendance. So, Sage, your parents are in attendance along with their friends and friends and friends and those close family friends. They're all there. They're all, feeling for the town and for this beloved member of the community. Gail, your parents, despite everything, are there. Walter had an impact on many people's lives, and he was at the time when your parents actually got married and did the civil proceedings, he was the person, like the clerk there, taking care of it. The story is actually when they got married, as he, provided documents for them to sign, he looked at them and says, one day you will either kill each other or kill your children. After that, your parents never spoke to him again, but it is who he was. He called it like he saw it. He did have a special place in his heart for his granddaughter, who he always said should be doing more than just delivering pizzas. But maybe old age, maybe the pressures of the job, his death had come very sudden. Because before that, Walter Kellogg was strong as an ox. In his mid-80s, but could bench press more than a few teams. Tommy, you had seen him in the gym a few times. The old man was pretty hardcore. Very healthy for his age. So his death came as a bit of a surprise. I'm going to move to you, Darcy. Your dad is standing there solemn, having given his words. Your mother is distraught. It is her father. After all, how is Darcy in this moment?
Hmm. I mean, she's sad. I don't think she does like public emotion a lot. Not because it's bad, just like that's just she times to keep it cool. Um, yeah, she's keeping an eye on her mom. Um, every once in a while, kind of coming in and just kind of like seeing if she needs something. And then she's probably going back to her dad because, I mean, he gave a really good speech, but he used to always call Grandpa a goat, and he did not mean greatest of all time, more as in the ornery. So, and she understood that. I think she liked her grandpa, but she also kind of understood as she got a little older what her dad was talking about. So yeah, I would say she's just kind of going back between her parents. People are probably coming up to her, and she's doing, mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Th- uh, yeah, he was really something, and just being a little odd, but mainly because like this is like it feels like a family thing, but everybody's here.
You do clock among the attendants, if they are here, uh, Gail, Sage, and Tommy.
Oh yeah, no, she's happy to see them, but she's trying to be in family mode as much as she would rather just kind of like be dealing with this herself. Like she'd rather be driving around the town in her van, listen, blasting probably some Judas Priest. That's how she would wish to handle this. But she's like, I'm like, older now, so I have to deal with this a little longer. So she's almost not avoiding her friends, but trying not to get tempted into just hanging with them until the service is kind of over and people start leaving.
As you say that, the service, in fact, concludes with them lowering the casket into the grave. People begin to disperse. It is, much like in many movies, just a sea of black umbrellas and a few, bright pink ones for the people who didn't have umbrellas of a more dour color. As people disperse, and your mother just pats you on the shoulder and says, I'm gonna go ahead, sweetie."
Okay, I'll catch you later, Mom. Don't worry, I'm fine.
As she goes, you turn and someone has approached your dad and seems to be urgently whispering something to him. Is there something Darcy would like to perhaps?
Here, yeah, absolutely. She doesn't feel great
It
about it, but
is.
she also
It
like, who is this
is.
person?
The attitude is very big conspiratorial. It is not someone coming to offer, condolences. There is a look of urgency,
Hmm.
and this is someone you have never seen before. And you've been to city hall, you've been to the city council's office, and you've seen the people that hang around those areas with your parents and your grandfather. Never seen this person. So please, we'll have you make me a brains roll.
Oh
I'm
no.
going to put the difficulty of this one at 6.
Oh no. Okay. It's not impossible, but it's not probable. Okay. 5.
You do have adversity tokens.
Oh, I know it's early, but she really wants to know, who is this person talking to her dad? She didn't like this. She doesn't like this. Okay, yeah, I spent it.
Spend it, and you approach and kind of, you pretend you're approaching to be with your dad, and you know, try to get that information, and you hear it goes, "I'm telling you, I got a guy. He's got information. Walter did not die of natural causes. Someone took him out." It says, "Not your dad goes, not now. It's my father-in-law's fucking funeral. Come another day. We'll talk about this. You need to stop with the conspiracy bullshit. That's enough." Says, I'm telling you, it's not conspiracy, it's real. I have a guy. Says, where is the guy? Let's go see him. Says, I don't have time for this. I need to take care of my wife, my daughter. And he looks and sees you. I need to take care of them. Just go away. And the other guy's like, okay, fine, and just turns and huffs away.
Darcy will just go, hey, are you okay, Dad?
Yeah, just someone brought some, office business today. Like, it's not the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing I should worry about or
Oh,
anything.
no, sweetie. Everything's under control. Well, where's your mom?
She went on ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll have a couple of things to take care of here. Are you okay to go on your own? Do you want to wait for
Oh,
me and we can go together?
oh no, you go ahead. She'll take a look to see if her friends are still there. Yeah, no, that's okay. I should go check my friends. They came. It was very nice. So yeah, you just go ahead. Everything's cool. Nothing to worry about.
Tommy, your parents are about to leave. Just head to like the reunion that's going to be happening at the Kellogg family home, and they're like, "Hey, Tommy, you're okay. Do you want to come with us, or do you want to? You don't have to. I mean, you didn't really know Walter that much. We're kind of old friends of the family, so Um,
I'm okay. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. I think.
okay, sweetie. If you need anything, if you need anything at all, just let us know. Okay.
Could you pick me up some protein bars on the way home?
We'll do. You want the peanut butter ones, the brownie ones,
Yes.
and they leave. And you see that Darcy is alone and kind of looking in your direction.
I'll point out that Tommy didn't really take in a lot of what his parents said at this point in time. He's actually pretty torn up about this because he didn't know Walter really well, but Walter was the first person when Tommy was probably around 13 or 14 who showed him how to deadlift properly. And that's like in his head. And he's
to
just
to
like,
Tommy, he was indeed the goat, but not as an ordinary meaning.
yeah.
For
So
Tommy, it is, since it was a funeral, you had that moment of paying your respects, and probably had that moment when you go and see the deceased, and this was an open casket funeral, where you, even though the morticians did an amazing job, there is this feeling that you see this person says, that's not the person I knew. Like, something is just missing. And I think that probably is what was kind of where Tommy's feelings are, that something is just not right.
I'm going to make my way over to where Darcy is.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Tommy. She seems kind of lost in thought. Hey, Tommy. I think something's wrong. And I think something's wrong, and I don't know what to do about it. And I'm not happy being confused.
Tommy will actually like Tommy is very tall for his age. Like he's already like 6'1" and he's like 19. And so he'll give you a hug, and not really understanding your context, he's like, I know, it's very weird. Like, he's never gonna do squats again, Darcy.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, yeah. I mean that is true, Ty, but like he's not supposed to be dead.
Right?
As you say this, we're gonna move across to another family. Gail, you've been standing there with your parents, and you can feel the tension. You in the same overall space with your parents is never easy. Since the whole, fire and pretty much rain of fire and brimstone from a few months, weeks ago, fucking the days bleed together at this point. Since then, it's been a bit better because it kind of had that moment of realization that you saved their asses, but kind of still not enough to fix all the issues. But, you've been here because even though they talk shit about Walter every time, as your dad said, the old man was always there if you asked him for anything. He might, cuss you up and down the street if he thought you were an idiot. But you get the feeling it must have happened a few times because that's a very weird comment, very specific comment. But you do sense from your parents that there is a genuine respect there. But they are not the most fuzzy of people. So they kind of do leave. And as always, they don't really bother asking if you're coming. You do you. You figure yourself out.
Gale, here's the thing you were saying about, they told Gale to stay away from this man. I mean...
Nate, I need you to speak up.
You said that they told Gale, this guy's no good, don't go near this guy. That's kind of just an invitation. So I feel like Gale would know this guy. And also, I feel like there'd be an unspoken understanding between them that Gale knows something about Darcy's dad. And that was like a shared. They both know that Darcy's dad is up to no good and they don't want to upset her mum.
You had a better understanding of Walter than most people, at least of the young crowd. You, like most of the people who actually knew him closely, you were aware that Walter could come across as an asshole, and he liked that. He had no qualms in telling people how he saw things, and he was brutally honest. But a lot of his honesty always came from a position of care, because he really did indeed love everyone in the town. Even as he called them, the weird cookie cult.
They are the weird cookie cult. Yeah, I feel like there's just a moment of actual quiet from Gale for a bit. Because he might be like one of the only adults that he begrudgingly kind of respected, yeah. Also, because growing up as a kid, probably was like, hey, he's cool. I'm gonna try to be like that guy. And then just gets told by that guy, no, you're just being an asshole, stop it. It's not cool when you do it.
Yeah, being a cantankerous old man is an art.
Yeah,
you had yet to master it.
Stop it! You just look like a fool. But also he probably was one of the only people that kind of realized Gale wasn't this kind of was definitely a rebel without a clue for sure, but wasn't like all of the bad things that all the rumors went around, because Gale also actually gives a shit about the people around him, probably more so than he generally lets on. So yeah, there's just a moment, and then realizes that Darcy is kind of on her own now, and I feel like Gale knows Darcy well enough to know that there's something wrong, so just beelines across.
As you do so, we once again move to another family. A bit, the clock moving a bit backwards. Just as the service is going, your family's there. Your dad, as a military man, very solemn. very quiet. Your mother, very emotional. And the members of your extended family, to call it something, a buzz. Like they're whispering like crazy, trying to hide it. And there are moments when your mother looks back at them, and you know the look. That's the look when she says your full name, the "you done fucked up" look, and she gives them that look a few times. Is Sage paying full attention to the service, or would she try to hear what all the other people are saying?
So she's paying more attention to the service because it's Darcy's family. So I'd like to point out that she's wearing black, but with like little hints of pink, and she's got all of her like chakras, like her crystals and stuff on. And she's wearing these big sunglasses because she needs to like not show that she's crying underneath, because she needs to be strong for Darcy. So yeah, she's just kind of.
Once the service concludes, the extended family pretty much huddles up around your parents and they walk away. Your dad, as always, thoroughly uncomfortable with all the people around him. Your mother, Queen Bee. It is what it is. She is kind of the matriarch, and you've understood that they all look up to her. She's the leader.
Mhm.
Even though she is incredibly chill, just a gigantic tree hugging hippie. But they will leave, presumably to also head to the Kellogg estate for the follow-up gathering. And you also see that Darcy is at the other, a few feet away at this point, with Tommy and Gail moving towards her. And what would you say is Darcy's expression? Does she look, aside from sad, is she at this moment looking troubled?
Yeah, she's perplexed, and she would actually be trying to see if she can see that guy still.
Make a brains roll for me.
No.
Difficulty 4.
Why the brains? Can't she fight this?
This is mental acuity.
They explode, right?
Yeah.
1 second. Okay, 8, 9, 10.
You're looking around. For a moment, you ignore Tommy and Gail. You're walking towards Darcy, and she turns around and she's like looking around all the cars of the people leaving. You clock the guy. He is getting on a beat up bug. Just it's multicolored, like it has had all its parts replaced, and every part has been of a different like a different version of the car with a different color. Some of them rusty. It's a piece of shit old car. And it starts, and it's one of those old cars that when you start, it sounds like a shotgun went off. And he drives away, but he looks very concerned. You can see the expression. He is terrified, frankly. And yes, so that was my inspiration.
Okay, so Darcy is probably a little distracted because she's just been tracking this guy. She realizes she can't catch up to him right now, but she's going to remember what that car looks like. So she's a little, like, you see her just kind of staring off towards where it's going. Maybe not totally aware of everyone who's around her right now, but with absolutely like a focused look. And she's just,
At that point, we'll say all of you have gathered around Darcy. Darcy, when you finally turn back, everyone's around you.
Hey, hi everyone. Thank you for coming. I think my grandfather was murdered, and that guy in that beat up bug knows something about it. So I'm thinking, do you guys want to try to track down this stranger that talked to my dad and said there's a conspiracy afoot?
Oh, yes,
Or
100%.
oh, good, because I don't really want to go to that family reunion either.
Oh, also, I have a thing for you. So,
Oh.
hold on a second. I have these. So these are gemstones. They help with grief.
Okay, do I like to swallow them or
No, you're not supposed to do that.
No.
And when I was a kid, I swallowed a
Okay.
whole bunch of marbles. It's really
oh, no.
painful when it comes out.
No,
no,
Were
no,
the
no,
marbles
Tommy.
special for like healing? Maybe you just ate the wrong rocks, man.
Okay. Hey Sage, thank you so much. We gotta go track this guy down though. So okay, let's go. You want to take my van? And she's already starting to move towards it.
Yes, I'm like Sage follows and she starts like reciting what each of the stones does and like.
Oh, okay. And Darcy is very much like she doesn't want to be rude. She's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Don't eat. I got you. Okay. That sounds okay.
You want me to try to catch up to him?
Oh.
I'll go ahead. And Gale heads towards his bike.
Okay.
I'm gonna have.
I got one spot. Anyone wants to ride with?
I'm gonna go with Darcy, bro, because you need to hydrate.
She does.
I mean, I can agree with that.
You can
okay.
You can get her a straw and hold it so she can still drive.
What? Oh wow, this is getting complicated. That's okay though. We gotta get this guy. I don't know what we're gonna do when we catch him, but we gotta catch him.
I'm gonna need from Gail and Darcy. I'm gonna need
you're gonna say
flight checks.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, we get a +1 though.
I'm gonna put difficulty to this at a 6.
Oh shit!
To keep the trail higher than that. You may even catch up.
I am loyal, so if you do fail and I need to give you an adversity token, I'll give you +2 instead of 1.
I'm also loyal.
Okay,
Snap.
I'll tell you what the number is, and we'll see if this is worth it. Because with the +1, it's 3 right now.
Do dice explode more than once?
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as you roll the max number, they explode again.
15 on a d6.
Gail is ready.
Darcy
is not.
You are.
That's never happened.
You essentially drive like a maniac in the rain, which is normal for Gail because Gail drives like a maniac. But this time you have a purpose, and you do immediately catch up to the little bug. It is chugging along the street, just going somewhere. Are you intending to follow, or are you going to get this person to, pull over?
You know what Darcy didn't say? Darcy said she thinks her granddad was murdered and that guy knows about it. So no, I'm following. Because Gail thinks maybe this guy killed her granddad. She didn't elaborate, so I don't know any better.
Very reasonable.
Not a good plan.
If no one is going to enhance Darcy's role,
I can.
I don't know if it'd be worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the goal again?
6, 7.
Yeah, and you have a 3.
No way. I appreciate. I always feel like she's like, I got this, Tommy. Don't worry about it. You just like that. I appreciate you coming along, but I've got this. This is for my family.
I'm digging through my backpack for like a sports bottle of like Gatorade. But then I'm looking for a straw, so I've kind of forgotten what I was trying to do.
Oh, I may have a reusable straw in my bag because
you're distracted by the stones being talked about. They're magic stones.
Yeah, there's stones and straws, and it's raining.
You lose track of the guy. You lose track of Gail. and you end up taking the wrong turn.
Damn it!
You realize you're likely not at the right place when you arrive at the fire station.
Son
You're
of a
like,
bitch.
likely not this place.
She like stops and starts banging her forehead on the wheel. Ugh, why?
A
It's
little
today's-
bug does drive ahead and stops at an apartment building, and the guy comes out, and it is the typical image of the shady, very suspicious individual, like carrying a briefcase, looking around, all afraid, and just rushing inside, closing the door behind him.
Maybe it's apartments. I put my bike somewhere vaguely safe.
Vaguely. I mean, this town, there aren't that many.
Yeah, last time it got
Theft is
stolen.
not that common.
Last time it got stolen, I got arrested.
I mean, it happens. It does happen, but it is not that frequent. And let's just say your bike and you are very notorious. So anyone looking to steal your bike is likely looking for a world of trouble.
Probably from Darcy, not from me.
Mostly, yes.
I mean, Darcy, yeah, like you wouldn't know until she's upon you, and then she's like, "No." Okay, anyway, here's your bike, Gail. They're very sorry when they wake up.
You get these are the these are the Europa discount luxury apartments.
I'll put my bike somewhere safe, and then I kind of look down the road expecting to see the fucking van, and it's not there.
You wait for a good 10 minutes.
I don't give her
The
10
van
minutes. I'm like, the
never
fuck, she's
arrives.
not there in 3 minutes. I'm ringing. All right, the fuck are you, man?
Did you call?
Yeah, I'm ringing.
Hey, Gail. So, I'm not there. Yeah. So, actually, if you just like tell me where this guy goes, and then
What do you mean not here?
I mean, I'm not
I-
there. Like, that's the entire explanation. I'm not there.
That thing didn't go that fucking fast. Did something
Well-
happen?
My grandfather died, so like maybe like I'm having like a day, and then we were looking about for straws and stones.
You said
And
the-
you know,
you said-
no,
you
you know, it's
said
not
the
fair. Wait a
guy-
second.
You said the guy killed him.
I mean, no, he has information. I think he was talking to my dad. I was kind of half like I heard what I could. It's probably not safe for you to come back here. We're at the fire station. Come to the fire station because I'm going to stay put, and then tell me where they went. We'll go together.
Wait, well, you know what? He looked kind of real shifty over here. He's at the.
Darcy,
I give her the road where the apartments are.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll put you on speaker.
Darcy,
Okay.
wouldn't it be better if we just went there
Oh,
instead of
I
waiting for
mean-
Gail to come back to us?
Yeah,
I gotta-
we're on.
Where did Gail go?
Oh,
I don't know.
Well,
Followed
okay. Okay,
the weird patchwork car.
we're looking. Okay, you know what? You're right. You're right. One second. Okay, yes. Okay, they're correct. I should probably just meet. I'm not in the best mental state right now. I think.
I know.
Like,
I don't think. I don't know that you should
Yeah, you think-
drive.
I
think-
know.
I don't know you
No,
should-
I'm driving. Like, looks back. No. I am the only one who can drive my van right now. Okay. Anyway, I'm
Okay, that's
going.
fair.
You gave me the address. It's fine.
But
It's cool.
Park down the road. I'll come meet you on the corner.
Oh, this is very spy stuff. Okay, this is
Yeah,
good.
let's
This is
do
a
this
smart
properly.
decision. Okay. All right. I'll see you then.
I move the bike.
Move the bike, and about 10 minutes later, you do arrive and see Gail still standing there in the corner.
And just leaning on a wall, trying to look like a spy.
He just looks like he's about to deal drugs to someone instead.
Totally, that is exactly what he looks like because
Yeah.
he's in like all black with a hoodie.
Hey, she'll turn around before she turns off, parks.
Yeah,
Turns out
there's a Dunkin' Donuts across the street, and there's a couple of cops just eyeing Gale like really
Okay.
weirdly. Just like
Okay.
they know who it is, but they're like, you doing drugs? No, the kid doesn't do drugs, but I mean, he's just asking for it at this point.
Oof. Before they leave the van, I feel like Darcy's gonna turn around. So I feel like maybe I wasn't super clear before, and I think it's only fair for you to completely understand the situation. I think this guy we're following knows something about my grandfather. He said my grandfather was murdered, and he told that to my dad. So this might be dangerous. I don't know. I have to figure this out because this is family. But if you want to leave, it's not fair to you.
Do you want me
So-
to consult with the cards, see if he was murdered?
Yeah. 1 second. I'm just gonna go get Gail. Just
It's the back of the van.
yeah, like she just pokes out, or I just like, get in here. She like looks at the Dunkin' Donuts, looks at Gail.
Gail's
Cops
across
on the
the-
other side are discussing with themselves. Oh, it's the pizza girl. Her grandfather died. Yeah.
She's in on the drug deal.
You think the pizzas are drugs? Nah.
I'm looking
So
out
weird,
the other
though.
window,
The
and
pizzas
I'm
are weird,
actually just
though.
waving at them.
Oh no! Grabs Tommy by the
You do hear loudly. They've been discussing with each other like very quietly. But when you do, they just go, "Hey, Tommy."
Yeah. This is. I mean, I don't think we're good at secret stuff. I should be sure. Okay. Hey, Gail.
I'd come over. I'm like,
Yeah. Okay. Sage is gonna do her cards.
Okay.
No, look. Okay. Like she needs to do this. This will make her feel better.
Darcy, I need you to answer one thing, okay, before we start playing secret agents, which I'm down for because it's cool. But like,
okay,
are we doing this?
Oh.
Because you don't want to go home right now.
Oh. No. My grandfather was
It's all good.
yeah, no, I mean, he was a lot, but I mean, he's why I can fight.
That does not shock me.
Yeah, and this feels like it'd be honoring him to see if he was murdered and then beat up the person who might have done it. He would have wanted that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if someone murdered him, he'd want revenge. I feel
Yeah.
like he would definitely want some kind of
Yeah.
revenge. I don't know that he'd want you to get mixed up in this. You were like one of the only people he liked.
Well, no, this is fair. Like he always thought I should do more than
Dale says,
deliver pizzas.
knowing that you like pretty much everybody, but I have to keep his
Yeah.
legacy.
Now this
But if
might
your
maybe this is
grandpa was murdered, that makes more sense than if he died because he was really jacked.
He would.
I mean,
Yeah. Also,
yeah,
could have
I think
killed
that's
him.
yeah.
Who
Huh?
could have killed him? Someone
Right,
more
no,
jacked?
Tommy,
No.
get an adversity token. That's wonderful.
I think,
No,
I think we're all on the same page.
It wouldn't
No
have
one
been
could
somebody
kill-
more jacked.
Why?
But then how
why-
would they have killed him?
We have an answer.
The government.
Hey, Sage, ask your cards.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
Sage. I'm gonna have you make a roll. Let's make this a grit roll.
We're all on the
Okay.
same
Yeah.
page.
Let's
We're
make
looking for a
let's make this
super
a
jacked
grit
person.
roll. I'm gonna put the
Okay.
difficulty at 10 for just say that it'll be an accurate reading at 10, because why the fuck not?
Exploding dice.
on
Nice.
15.
Yeah.
I have a D8. I rolled an 8 and then a 7.
Yeah.
Your reading tells you that there is a secret behind the man's death.
I think you're right, Darcy. There's definitely something afoot here. There's a secret,
Okay.
and it
then-
relates to him.
Good. Then no matter what your card said, I was still going to do what I'm going to do because I just cannot go off this path right now. But I'm very happy that your cards agree that what we need to do right now is run up to his place and bang on the door and maybe like just shake him until he tells the answer.
But also hydrate.
Oh, well, yeah, you know what, Tom, you're correct.
Should we get a latte from the Dunkin' Donuts before we go up there?
She sees the cops. No, we should avoid the Dunkin' right now.
The cops saw Tommy and they're like, no, Tommy's with him. That's just a good kid. Let's just go. And it drove away.
Okay, I think let's go do this. This
drug?
If I keep thinking about this, I might talk myself out of it. And Grandpa wouldn't have wanted that. He'd want me just to charge ahead. That's the Kellogg way.
So here's the thing.
Maybe.
Like, I have one pair of like good shoes. I don't have like my sneakers here or anything. If I want to sneak, I need sneakers. Or like something. No, we're already wearing black. I think that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Do you want to borrow my sunglasses?
Are they black? They're not black.
No, but they cover your face.
I try on the sunglasses.
Look at Gail.
You look badass, but you can barely see.
I mean, Gail leans across to Darcy and is like, "This isn't really the time, but like, I love this kid."
Oh yeah, no. My main concern right now is to make sure Tommy doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, but so I think the best thing to do, with my D8 brains is we just go up there and knock on the door. This is the absolute plan that makes the most sense.
Okay, well,
you're heading to the front door of the building.
I know he went.
That's what Darcy.
I'm gonna look for somewhere.
Is it one of those? Is it one of those like locked? You have to like buzz in.
Yes, but I'll have Sage make that brains roll.
Sage is like, someone's got to think.
I was just gonna press all the buttons because someone always lets you in.
Is 16. Because
you're trying to find around. You see that there is a fire escape, but the ladder is up. You need to, try to get it down so you can go through the fire escape. But you also notice that the door, it's one of those we need to be buzzed in. But the door, much like the rest of the discount luxury apartments, is rickety as hell. So you're sure with a sufficient application of strength, of force, that door will crack open.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
You've got big arms, right?
Thank you.
Can you push this?
Yes.
Make a brawn roll. Don't put a difficulty at 7.
Okay. I gotta check. I believe that's my D20. Yeah, it is. Okay.
You have plenty of time, so if that's your turn, you can even just take half and succeed.
Nice. That's a 16.
Say that
even better. You put yourself against it. Like it's gonna take a lot of effort, but like a lot of times for Tommy, you don't know the limits of your own strength, and it just cracks open in one go. You see screws flying off it.
Oh.
And this is a really badly made door, Tommy. Nothing to do with you
not safe.
destroying it, but no, it's just a bad door.
I'm gonna look in my backpack, like pull out like $20 and just tape it to the door.
Yeah, no, that legally we're fine now, I think. Do you know where he went? Like what apartment?
The luxury discount apartments or the discount luxury apartments is a very squat 3-floor building with about 4 apartments per floor. So there isn't that much you need to search, but I will take either a grid roll or a brains roll from anyone to do that search.
Is there anybody around?
The building right
Besides
now
us?
seems empty, at least in the lobby where you are.
Okay.
I
Gail
could
picks
do.
up that 20 that he put on the door and slips it back into Tommy's pocket.
Aw.
I don't
Make
notice.
a flight check for me. Make a flight check for me against. Let's make it Tommy's grit.
Why flight? That seems like the wrong thing.
Nope, that's the right thing.
Do you want me to use my brains to
Yeah.
figure it out where he
Yes.
There's
Yes.
a 5.
is?
Apparently, I actually do notice. That's a 9.
I rolled a 15 on my brains.
You start looking around, even in the lobby, and you look at the mailboxes. Most of them are overflowing to the point there is stuff on the floor. There's only one of them, apartment 3A,
Mhm.
that has a neat mailbox.
Does he
Just
have any mail there currently?
Not a single one.
Okay, so I can't get his name, but
Oh, you can get it. There is the intercom from the outside. Yeah.
oh, okay. I wanna double check what the name says on it.
On the outside, it's the name on the outside is Roger Wilco.
Roger Wilco.
Sorry, Roger
Okay.
Wilcott. Roger Wilco is a character from something else.
Roger Wilcott. Okay, that's fine. And I will inform the others. He's in apartment 3A. His name is Roger Wilcott.
Oh, fantastic. Darcy walks right over and just starts banging on the door. Roger!
Yeah. Who's there? Who's there?
It's
I haven't said anything to anybody. I'm sure. Please don't kill me.
it's Darcy Kellogg. You have information. I'm gonna get it one way or another. She's really playing up being tough.
There's a slow click. Mayor's daughter, the pizza girl? And it is the guy. It is the guy, but
Yeah.
it's bewildered why you are here. Did
Yeah,
your
so,
father sent you?
Yes.
Make a grit check for me. I'm going to put the difficulty at 8. This is a
Meanwhile-
very paranoid individual.
Tommy is just like, oh, is this for like the lunch that I paid for the other day? Thanks.
Yeah, man, I just owed you.
20.
That's a 4. So
There was kind of a bug on you, sorry.
You go,
I
yeah,
tried to-
and the question caught you also off guard. That you were like, sure, yeah. And he immediately goes wide-eyed and slams the door. You hear putting a bunch of locks in.
No. I'll just stay out here. Bang, bang, bang.
Is
You
it
hear
possible?
a lot of noise from the inside.
Ah,
Excuse me,
Hey,
Mr.
hey,
Wilcott.
No response to you, Sage.
hey, are you standing behind this door? Because if you don't come open it, we're going to break it down.
No response. You just hear a lot of shuffling noise from the inside.
Can I go outside and check the fire escape?
You check the fire escape. You see an open window. And you just see a hand like move, like imagine like putting a hand out and then just trying to grab something and pull it in, and it keeps happening over and over.
I poke my head in. Tommy, can you give me a lift up? Because you're tall.
Yeah, I mean, you can climb my shoulders. And do I need a roll for that?
Let's make that a brawn roll for you. For difficulty at 5, and then a grit roll from Sage, difficulty 8.
So
the entire time,
nine-
Darcy is still
19 for
banging
me.
on the door.
Oh yeah, you can carry Sage with a finger.
Aw.
But
There's
while
always-
I
You have overhead pressed far heavier things than this girl. So
while I'm helping Sage up, I'm honest with you, sir. My name is Tommy Wiseau, and you probably saw me in like the local paper. Like I helped us win like the state championship. Like so I'm like, people know me in town. I'm a good person, and like I just want to help my friend Darcy here. So if you could like open the door, it would be really great.
You see a head poking out of the window.
As Sage appears.
There's just a bewildered look, like today's not making sense.
I like to think
You
the
roll,
entire
Sage?
time Darcy's
I rolled
still like,
one.
I swear to God, I'll kick your ass.
oh,
Let me
Darcy.
in. Give me my.
Darcy, you climb. Tommy tries to kind of alley-oop you up to grabbing that first ladder rung to bring it down to climb. It doesn't. It's rusted to hell.
Oh no.
And because of the rain, it's super slippery. So you try to grab, kind of fall it down, and then just slip and fall and just slam face first into the ground.
Ow.
Your glasses are broken, and you have a couple of cuts on your face.
No, not the glasses. That's the worst thing that's going to happen to us.
I mean, you tried to lift her, and you go, okay, she's fine. She's on the ladder. She tried to go a bit up, and then just
Oh no!
fell straight to the ground.
Oh no, that was my fault. I shouldn't have been talking to the man.
No.
Oh.
The man actually looks at the
okay.
the man looks at the ladder not going down, says shit, and then just closes the window. And from those waiting outside, you hear more shuffling noise around the apartment.
Can I? Before I say this, what is the roll to unlock this door or just break it down?
Are you trying? Are you trying to lockpick it or break down?
I'm just gonna break it. There's everything in here. is
Either
shit.
fight or brawn. Difficulty is the same, which is going to be 12.
I can try to fight. I definitely can't try to brawn. Hey Darcy, let's just break this down.
Oh, okay.
After Sage falls, I wanna help Sage up, but then I'll also say, do you want me to try just jumping? I could have done that. I'm tall.
Yes, please.
One roll from Tommy then.
That hurt a little bit.
What am I rolling?
Brawn. Or
Okay.
grit, whichever you prefer.
Braun has been very good today. It's a 15.
15. Oh, you. I mean, you're a talented person. You're good at sports, any of them. You just take a running start and just jump high and grab onto that ladder. And you're now on the fire escape, and because you rolled so high, yeah, the thing is rusted, but once up top with enough leverage, you kick it down and like unhook it from where it is. And from the other side, what is Gail doing? So how much did you roll, Gail roll?
I didn't roll high enough. I only got a 10.
You square up fighting stance, go to kick this door down, and there's a solid thud, and you just feel a sharp pain in your foot.
Okay, Darcy is had enough. She sees Gail like trying to fight the door. She's like, that's something I understand. I can do this. And she's going to try to fight this door.
Okay, fight the door.
DC
It's like fight the power, but different.
Yeah.
Can I just give a gentle knock on the window and have my head in the window?
Yeah, you do that, and you realize that all the movement had been that the dude had a bunch of garbage piled near the window and was just trying to get everything out of the way to escape. And now through the window, you see him ripping out bed sheets and tying them together because he wants to jump out the balcony.
Perfect timing. I got a 14.
Yeah.
You as you're waving and knocking, and the dude looks at you bewildered. There is a sudden crash, and this door just every chain that is on it just snaps. And again, these doors are just not well made, apparently. And you just snap, and you just see illuminated in the evening light with like the storm coming in through one of the hallway windows. It's just a shadowy Darcy just looking menacing as hell.
I just have to ask you a couple questions. Hey, Tommy.
What follows, the guy just looks at Tommy, looks at Darcy, and just gives out a very meek whimper and goes unconscious.
Oh,
Gail will go to this guy's kitchen and get a glass of water.
Try to open the window.
Don't
Yeah.
him.
You open it perfectly.
We'll climb in. He needs electrolytes. I keep telling folks, but nobody listens.
I'm hydrating.
Where's
him. Here.
Sage?
Sage,
He's coming up the ladder now, I think.
Sage is
Sticks her
slowly.
head out.
I'm guessing Sage may have like gone back inside and gone in through the
Oh, shit.
normal
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, she doesn't want to try and attempt it again. Like
Yeah,
she's
you
got
see
a bit
Sage
of a
is-
bruise
Sage's
on her
kinda holding
nose.
her face. The glasses are long discarded now.
Oh,
Just a puffy nose, red eyes just from the injury.
I don't like this guy. Darcy will see if there's some ice in a
Yeah.
freezer.
There's no ice. There's a frozen steak.
Hands it to Sage.
Thank
Put that
you.
on your nose.
Is that oh no.
It's just a
meat.
steak. I'm sorry. It's just a steak, but you don't have to eat it. Don't breathe it in too much.
Is there like a tea towel or something that I can wrap it in? I don't want it touching my
I
face.
mean, there's
don't know
now
about
some
this
shredded.
now.
There are, and there are also some shredded, like sheets.
I get the sheets and I wrap it around and I'm like trying not to touch it too much, and then I'm like,
Gail gets a glass of water and crouches down, and then just like flicks some on his face. And if that doesn't work, he's gonna dump it on him.
The dude, the flick nothing. The other just wakes up coughing and sputtering because it went places, that water,
Okay.
and he's just
right, buddy.
heaving and trying to crawl away from you all.
Man,
No,
we're not trying to hurt you. You said
Tommy.
shit.
You cracked.
Hold him.
Kane, you're invading my home. You broke my door.
you could have opened it.
Could I do
Sir,
it? You're trying
may
to
I-
flee.
Yeah.
I think maybe we just want to calm down, sir, and just give you like a little hug and just chill. My friend's like grandpa died, and I know you were there, so maybe like this is that grief hysteria thing people talk about. Like, just relax.
You
I'm gonna
You can't argue with Tommy.
I'm gonna try and restrain him, but I am just literally giving him
he.
Tommy's way.
Because you're huge and you're grabbing him. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Here's a. All right.
Do you want a cookie?
No. Maybe later.
Sage, you got any cookies?
no, but there's a Dunkin' across the road.
He's
Don't go there. No. There's something wrong with those donuts.
That's good to know.
Okay. We might have gotten off on the wrong foot. But also, I'm slightly irrational from grief right now, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. So it's probably best if you just answer my questions before I have another wave of hysteria and break something else.
Make a fight check for me. I'm gonna put difficulty of this at 5.
7.
This dude just looks in your eyes and just sees a world of pain in his future if he doesn't say anything. So he is being comforted by this is a perfect good cop, bad cop. Tommy is reassuring him, and you're just scaring him out of his wits. But he's like, okay, I answer everything.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just one question. What do you know about what happened to my grandpa?
I have a contact. I have a guy. He's in the the unpopped kettle. The popping kettle bar. Sorry, I got them confused. The unpopped kernel is the brothel. That's you shouldn't go
Huh?
there. You shouldn't go there.
What?
The popping kettle. Popping kettle is a bar. I have a guy there. He showed me a video. It shows how your grandfather died. I have a copy in my laptop. It's there in my bag. It's weird.
Why
Well,
would
boot it up.
a kettle be popping?
Oh no, Tommy, we got to focus on this for a second.
There's a type of
Like-
kettle that
Okay.
makes
Kettle
the
corn.
popcorn.
No, Sage. Okay. Oh, we're losing it. Okay, you
Like
have
at
this
the
video.
theater, I understand.
I have video, but yeah, I have the video. He was gonna try to say something like, it's your grandfather. Do you really want to watch this? But he looks at it just fine. Yeah, there's a video. There's a video there. Yeah.
All right, boot it
Gail-
up.
Gail looks at Darcy and is like, "Do you want to watch this?"
No, I absolutely don't, but I have to.
You don't. We could watch it, and
Oh
you
no,
don't have to watch it.
no. I feel like I need to continue feeling rage right now.
Okay.
He boots up the video and says, I kind of gotta warn you, it's weird. And I mean, even by the town standards, this is weird. And he puts up the video and it shows your grandfather in his office. The shelves with all the different awards. It's like someone has like the employee of the month thing, and the photo is always his. There's a ton of family photos. There's photos of you, like you can see them because you've seen these photos before, even though they're grainy. You've been in that office, so you know the rows of photos, and their photos. There's an entire row of photos that are just you, whereas you, like as a baby, as a kid, as an older kid, as a teen. There's a few like baseball memorabilia, a few bats that he has signed by a bunch of teams, and they're weirdly enough, and your grandfather never wanted to say why he has a crowbar hanging on the wall like a trophy, but every time you would ask him, he would look at it, chuckle, and just change the subject. And you see him working, and then he has the windows open, and you see the windows slam shut, and the door slams shut. And he stands up and goes to try to open the window, doesn't open. Goes to the other window, doesn't open. He goes to the door, doesn't open. And you see, like there's dust all like, in some places around the room. And you see the dust being kicked up like by air. And then you see him standing there and then go, just open his mouth, and you actually see almost like you don't see the actual air, but he does the move like he's suddenly missing air, like he's choking, and he's desperately just pounding the door and trying to open the window. He grabs the crowbar and tries to hit the window to crack it open, and the crowbar flies out of his hand. And then he just slowly collapses, falls to the ground. And that's where the video ends. I'm going to need a grit roll from Darcy. I'm going to put the difficulty this one at 10. Because you have just seen the death of your grandfather in a very horrible circumstance. And we need to see how well or badly Darcy is handling this.
Gabe's
That's
like
an 8.
poised to like hug her.
That is an 8.
I'll give you an adversity token if I may.
Oh.
The boost by
no.
2.
To a 10.
So I will need Tommy, to tell me how you are supporting Darcy in this moment to help her not lose her shit.
Her fist is like about to hit that laptop. Like she's about to absolutely break it.
Darcy,
Yeah.
we're here for you, bro. Just we're here for you.
shouldn't have had to go out like that.
I don't really understand what happened there, but
Yeah.
that's weird.
No, it
But
is.
we're here.
Are you sure this guy didn't have anything to do with it? She like turns around.
I just have the video. My guy, he can tell you more. He wanted to talk to your dad, but your dad just rebuffed me.
Listen. Okay. So we're gonna go to this place. We're gonna find your guy, because if we don't, I'm gonna come back and you're gonna be the next door I break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gail's just gonna hug her. Just come here. Come
All
on.
right.
Just breathe.
She's like
breathe for
looking.
a
I guess
minute,
she's like looking
breathe.
at Tommy. Gail's got okay. All right. Okay. I can't. Also, she's like, I can't do this in front of Sage. Okay.
No.
All
I mean,
right.
I can't really
Well,
see
but
much
yeah,
because
Sage,
I
I
have
will,
like
I will
like
allow
a
if you
count.
want. Sage, you can make a brains roll to see if you can hear that.
I feel like
Gonna count
I-
backwards from 10.
14. Sage, you clearly hear and realize that Darcy is trying to be strong for you.
I feel like Tommy has a big like bottle of the of vitamin gummies in his backpack, and sort of like releases his hug off the dude and just like opens the thing and hands you a gummy.
Yeah. She knows what this is a symbol of from Tommy. Like she understands, and what calms her is that Tommy took the time to share vitamins with her. She understands what that means, so she'll take it.
Yeah, Darcy
she'll, like,
definitely.
pat-
Darcy speaks Tommy, so
Yeah, and she'll like pat Gail's hand and just kind of like take a breath up, shake it off, look at
Got
the
this.
steak covered. Like she'll look at Sage and assume that Sage didn't see anything because of the steak. So she's like, good, okay. All right.
It's its own distinct language. It's not ASL. It's not sign language. It's ABL, American Bro language.
Yeah, no, like it was
Move into like give the shoulders a rub, and then
Yeah.
give Darcy a whole body like shake.
I will like hold the jar out
Yeah.
for everyone to take a gummy.
Yeah, everyone take a gummy.
I take a
We'll
gummy.
need it. Yeah. Okay.
Vitamins
Okay.
are important, bro.
It's not just like it's one of those gummies that it's part vitamin complex, part like pre-workout formula. So there's some caffeine in there,
Yeah.
which is exactly what Darcy needs just to go more hyper.
Now this is
Hey, you know what? You can angry chew. Just chew really hard because they're kind of hard.
she's got like a mouthful of them. I'm feeling better. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to this place.
Chew it out.
Yeah.
Tune it out. Tune it out. You're right. You're right. You're right. That's all right. All right. That's it. Grandpa always said you got to do reps, and that includes like your jaw, I guess. Okay. All right.
I bought this thing off Wish.com. It kind of just gave me a headache when I was like chewing all the time.
As she swallows, she hears that you got it off of Wish. Okay. Then I don't know how much longer we have now. There's a ticking time clock now.
Wish gummies.
We're gonna go and find this guy. And then I don't know what we're gonna do next, but we're in it together, I guess, huh?
Answers first, then we figure out what to do with those answers.
We're always in everything together, Darcy. Don't worry.
And as you leave, I reveal our first card.
What the hell was it?
After the king's funeral,
Ooh.
a servant tells you they suspect foul play.
Ooh. Well done.
Your family is more or less related to the governance of the city, so
Mhm.
it could have been your grandfather or your dad referred to you as your grandfather. I'll leave your dad for the season finale.
All of your families.
That's what they're there for.
Yep.
Oh no.
You leave this place heading towards like Midtown, where more of the seedier places are, and you find the popping kettle it has the look of this old school, jazz bar, the kind you would find in like a detective novel. It has a neon sign that has a pot, that blinks, and then there are pop kernels coming out, and you can hear like a sweet jazz tune coming from within. But it looks like it's seen better days. Like there's parts peeling, the like ceramics on the floor heading in are cracked and dusty. At one point, it would have been, the place to go. Now it's a bar. It's a bar that opens at 9 a.m. Generally, the place kind of place you avoid.
Yeah.
You move inside, and there's a pretty nice clientele. There are people, more or less the more unsavory folk. Not really. There are unsavory folk here. People that give Gale's bad reputation a run for its money, like actually dangerous people, but also just folk that can't afford anything better. There's a lot of workers here, and it kind of balances itself out. While there are dangerous individuals that give the place a dangerous vibe, there's a lot of people that you have met personally, people that work in public office that are just decent folk, but more on the lower rungs of society. They kind of balance the place out. And there's an old black gentleman with sunglasses and shaved head, wearing a kind of faded tux and just playing this amazing sax solo. And there in front of him is a photo of your grandfather, and it's kind of like this dirge in honor of him. And in fact, you realize that it seems to be like a gathering here of people who have met him. And there's like where the photo is, like in front of it, there's like a tray, and people have put drinks like in front of him. You come in there, and I mean, you're all of age, but not drinking age. Then something strange happens. The sax play becomes slower, but not slower in the sense that he's playing a softer, slower tune. No, it's almost like when you slow the tempo of music, and it goes in that. And as he does, you realize that everyone's movements slow down as well. Or Adrian, real quick. As that sound happens, you also realize everyone's movements also seem to slow down. And then the four of you are standing in a place frozen in time. The sax player mid-play, holding the sax, but completely still. The bartender in the middle of throwing bottles around to mix, and they're just lingering in midair. There is someone who had just slipped from their seat at the bar, and they're just suspended midair right before they hit. And you hear a tap and another tap. And you see a figure move from the back of the room, pushing a curtain aside. And you see him moving and they're walking with a cane. And they go, there you are. The figure that you saw stands obscured in shadows, kind of still holding that curtain from the back that he used to walk through, slowly moving towards the light. It is a very old gentleman, dark skin, very like neat white hair, like combed back, wearing pretty much an impeccable suit, a suit that really doesn't match the ambiance or the clientele, or generally speaking, the bar. And he is leaning on that cane and repeats, "There you are. I've been expecting you. Though, to be fair, I was expecting your father. But you'll have to do, I suppose."
I don't know you.
No, you don't. Pleasure to meet you. Well, you can call me the curator. My name is not really relevant. Curator will do. That's what everyone calls me. You're here because Walter was penciled in for an early appointment with the Grim Reaper.
Did you kill my granddad?
No, I did not. Though I had many reasons to. But no, I did not kill your grandfather, though he was murdered. That much is certain.
Oh, okay, so just tell me who did it, and I'm gonna take care of this.
See, I cannot tell you who did it because I'm not entirely sure. Your grandfather had a knack, you see, of annoying people. Particularly people who wanted to do things in town, the kind of things that require city council permission. And he had a knack for blocking them repeatedly. And there's simply far too many groups in this town, some of which, well, no one has seen in a couple of decades. I mean, not publicly. They live out in the cornfields. Forget I said that. But yes, your grandfather made a lot of enemies. And one of them just decided to take him out.
Tommy is just like opened up his backpack, and I'm looking at the bottle of gummies just to double check that I didn't take my dad's, because he has trouble sleeping at night and he has these special green gummies that he eats. Because I'm looking at everyone frozen.
Yeah,
those are the vitamins.
Where you're like, am I dreaming? No, by the way, at this point, the caffeine in those gummies is really kicking in.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Collector guy or whatever.
Curator.
It doesn't even matter. I was told that you had information, and now the information is it could have been anybody. I need to know. Give me a direction, or I mean, maybe you did it.
I can guide you towards the thing that actually did the deed. Would that be enough for you?
That's what we're talking about, isn't it? Like,
before I send you on your merry way to do that, I will require a little something from you. Let's call it, I think, what is the term? Yes, I'll need a little fetch quest from you.
Oh my.
Your grandfather had something in his possession that I want. A crowbar. It's important.
Can you not just have any crowbar?
No, it was in his office. It was prized. There were, let's call it, important things etched on it. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, 3 of you have some marks on you that may be related.
Darcy, not knowing it, kind of grabs her upper arm.
You see the guy, there's a glint in his eye. Like he just knows way more than he's saying.
Damn it. Okay.
I want to ask a question here, because I want to see if there's something I could roll for this.
Yeah.
Is Tommy getting like elementary school, middle school, the cops come, stranger danger warning signs off of this man?
Cool. Let's make this a grit roll.
Okay. What is my grit? Not bad. Seven.
Didn't give you difficulty, but yeah, it's more how you could roll. There is definitely something off-putting about him. It is just something like just that the sense that he doesn't match anything, and the fact that he literally froze everything around him. He gives you a bad vibe, but you don't sense that you're in danger. It's almost like he is dangerous, but not to you at this moment.
Okay. Sir, just so you're aware, we have our own van, and I just gave everyone candy. So just keep that in mind.
He looks to you and smiles, and then looks at Sage and goes, "Are you sure you two are not related? I sense a certain kinship between you, maybe just your personalities. But be that but that's neither here nor there.
No, totally, no. Different families.
Again, you see
But Sage is my bro.
There is a glint in his eye as he looks to you, Sage. But then just turns back to Darcy. Goes, so I will need that little crowbar. And then, once you bring it to me, I can direct you to where you actually need to go.
Okay, so this is a runaround.
Yes.
Am I going to get something concrete at the end?
Yes.
Okay, because if I don't, I will bring that crowbar back and I will beat the shit out of this bar.
I mean, it is not my bar. I mean, it hasn't been for 30 years. So feel free.
Ah! She like literally goes, ah! And she turns around and starts stomping out. Stupid, make it go on a stupid quest. Just want to why is everything so difficult to take?
As soon as you're out of the bar, when you open the door to head outside, the music inside resumes.
Okay. Hey, Gail. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. This might be the vitamins and the anchor talking. Did everything just stop in there for a bit?
Oh yeah, it was hella weird.
Oh, okay. That wasn't like just me having some sort of like weird thing. Okay.
Also, that guy feels like a villain, right? He feels like a villain.
I don't want to give him my grandfather's crowbar, but I don't know how else to get this information. And I think he'd want me to solve this.
It's also just a crowbar. How bad?
It's not. You didn't see how my grandpa he just look at it and laugh sometimes. Like it wasn't a place of honor in his office. It, you know what? I guess he's gone, so it's not his anymore. Let's just go get it. Let's just do it. I don't know. I don't know what else to do but to keep doing this right now. I don't think I'm thinking great.
You don't want to like go find like Officer Perkins. They were just at the donut shop. I mean,
no, I don't want to bring any authority figures into this. I'm a little worried because it involves my family, and then that's my dad. It's probably not a good look for whatever's happening for the mayor to be involved in stuff. I don't want him to be involved in anything unsavory.
Maybe the crowbar could be yours now.
You know what? Let's get it. And once I have it, I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. Yeah, maybe it'll feel right.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Your phone rings. It's your mom. Sage.
Hello?
Goes, hi, sweetie. Where are you?
I am with Darcy.
Okay. Are you coming to her parents' home? We're all kind of waiting here for you, sweetie.
I will do eventually. I'm just she's not doing well at the moment, so I'm just kind of being a good friend for her.
I
that's so
need
sweet.
support. Ah, I need peer
She-
support right now.
She needs support. I don't know if you heard that in the
Yes, I heard
background.
it. Poor thing. Just give her
Yeah.
a big hug and a kiss from us.
Of course, I also gave her some gemstones to help with the grief and the loss.
That's lovely. That is, you are so wise, honey.
That's because I learned it from you.
He doesn't say anything, but there's a kind of like a deep breath there of a bit of pride there. And she goes, well, so just so I can I can relax.
Mhm.
Are you all okay?
Yeah, we're all fine. We are currently driving around at the moment, just trying to,
Okay.
be supportive.
Okay. Well, again, give her a big hug. We'll all let me know when you're coming here.
Okay, I will do. I love you so much, Mom.
Love you, sweetie. And hangs up.
She has
You're
to
muted.
say.
Or you were muted.
Oh, okay. What was she asking? Like, you didn't tell her where we were, right?
No. She was just making sure that we were all safe, and she told me to give you a big hug. I wanted
Okay.
to know if we were gonna go to your house for the thing. And I said that we will do eventually, but obviously we are currently looking after you.
Okay. Yes. I don't like people are asking. All right, let's go get this crowbar, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with it.
How are you all
Where did your
going
grandpa work?
at City Hall, basically? So, how are you all going there? Everyone in the van, or Gail in the bike and rest in the van?
Event time.
I mean, I'm not chasing people anymore, so
You're leaving the bike?
Put the bike in the van.
Does not fit in the van.
Put it on
It's
the
got pizza.
van.
It's got delivery equipment in there. I got shelves.
I'll calmly ride beside you.
You begin to drive towards City Hall. It's pretty much just a straight line. There's a couple of turns here and there, mostly because of the layout of the streets. As you're driving, you begin to notice the wind picking up. There wasn't, the rain has stopped. The day has pretty much cleared, but the wind is now kicking up. And I need both Gail and Darcy to make flight checks for me.
No flight.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to difficulty of this at 6.
Yeah, okay. All right. Be cool.
Is it hurricane season?
A 9.
Perfect. Straight 6. Great. You're driving, and then you see things being picked up by the wind and kind of chucked in your direction. Plastic cup, a newspaper that just hits the windshield and then it moved away. Then you see a window shatter, like the front of a business. The window just crack and break, and the shards of glass, as they explode, swerve in midair and shoot towards you.
The wind is very angry.
What? No, this is something.
You manage to weave out of the way, and a lot of it just skitters. You hear the sound of some scratches on your paint.
No.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's going to be painted over, remember?
Further ahead, you see the wind kicking up, and you even see light posts begin to sway.
Oh no.
Manhole covers begin to tremble as you begin to drive towards City Hall.
I
Dust
think
kicks up dust picks up from the ground, building this billowing cloud in front of you. And you could swear for a second that you see a face in the cloud. What do you do?
I think Darcy's like hands are just gripped on the wheel, like white knuckle focus. I think right now her plan right now is just to get to City Hall. So she's just like driving with grim determination and just like trying to avoid stuff. She sees things are picking up. She's pretty sure she saw a face. She's got to get that crowbar.
I'm going to ask you of intent. Are you driving carefully to avoid dangers or barreling through to get there as quickly as possible despite the dangers?
She should be driving careful, but she has caffeine coursing through her body and a mixture of grief and rage, which is not helping her make good decisions. So I actually think that she's starting to like push down more and more on the gas. Like, if I get there, I'm just going to get there and we'll fix it. I got to get there as fast as possible.
How about Gail?
Gail was going to be driving carefully because I wanted to stay next to the van. But if the van is speeding,
it's starting to pick up,
yeah. I just match pace. You know, the bike can go a lot faster, but it's careful for Gail.
It's a sliding scale.
Yeah, because I mean, as the van starts,
I'll ask you the same question. Are you being careful to avoid things coming, or are you barreling through despite the dangers?
No, I can weave around a bit, so I'll be careful. I'll avoid things as they come. If that means I slow down and have to speed up and slow down. And speed up.
Darcy, I'm going to need a grit roll from you.
Mm-hmm.
And August, I'm going to need a flight roll from you.
Now fuck that. Then I speed up because that's a grit roll.
Okay, then it's a grit roll. But I'm going to warn you. Darcy has a front end and a windshield. On the bike, you are those things.
Yeah, but that's the difference between a D6 and a D20.
Yeah.
The difficulty of this roll is 12.
Yeah, well then I need my D20, don't I?
Oh no. Oh no.
Darcy, remember to buckle up. Sage, buckle up. We need to be safe. Can I act as a spotter?
We
With that, I'll allow you to give your tokens.
Excellent.
We play a game when we get in the car where we make sure that we all have seatbelts on. Like me and my dad and my mom, and we're like, check. And then like a roller coaster.
I'll say that will diminish consequences.
I'll give you a token.
No.
Let's just see if it will be needed.
Okay, so I don't think it's gonna help because once again my dice have betrayed me fairly hard. It's a 2.
Or on a 12 check.
Yeah.
Pretty large. I got a 17.
That's good. I want Gail to be okay.
I have 2 arms by the end of this session.
Gail, you barrel through and you weave through falling street signs, fallen light posts. There's a manhole cover that literally just blasts out through like steam pressure.
Oh God.
And you manage to get across to City Hall. Darcy, you have failed what can only be considered spectacularly.
Yeah, she's not having a good day, y'all.
I can allow you to succeed at a cost. You take it or not.
She has to. There's passengers, so she has to succeed at a cost.
Okay, so what I'm gonna need now is for everyone in the car to make a grit check for me.
I don't want to
Y'all
roll grit
couldn't do it.
anymore.
You have a
Y'all could
plus.
do it.
You have a +2. You already, I think, have a +1 on grit, right?
Okay. I
Steve?
can use that on.
Oh, in which
Okay.
case I rolled an 18. I always forget this.
You also have another +1 because you remembered to buckle up.
So
The
plus
difficulty of
total
this roll is
+3.
8.
I exploded.
Oh my
I
god.
made it 11.
Perfect.
I exploded and got a 15.
Okay.
Even with those things, I got a 7.
Can I give you one
You
of
still
my
have
first
one.
two
You still have
tokens?
another of your tokens.
Oh,
You actually with well this failure won't count it, but I think you've had other failures in the past. You have gained another.
Oh, I had
token.
forgotten to put those, considering how much I
So
failed.
every time you fail a roll, you get a token.
I have forgotten the positives of failing a lot. Okay, then yes. Okay, then she can just make it. Oh god.
So Gail, you arrive at City Hall, and you have a couple of scratches, but not really worse for wear. You have made it across the epicenter of this disturbance. Darcy, you are not so fortunate. You barrel through in a haze of caffeine, anger, and grief. You have questions that need answers, and things are just not going your way. You still have that question of why the hell didn't your dad, respond as he should have when this person came with the news?
Why am I doing this? Why am I the one that has to do this?
You do your best to bob and weave this van across this just patch of street where seems like someone made the worst roll in Jumanji. When you're taking that last turn on the street that will take you to City Hall is when you feel a heavy impact on your car's side that tips the car in the direction of that turn direction. Gail, what you see is the car turning and a full-sized like postal, like one of those blue metal boxes where you put in the mail. One of those is struck straight at the car, and the car flips and begins to flip over and over in a spectacular crash. Dust and glass blows all around you as the van is taking a beating. But you make sure to be buckled up, and you gripped your seats and handhelds and everything you could as tightly as you could to keep yourself safe. And well, you clenched as hard as you could. And as they say, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. The car skids to a halt with the wheels pointing up to the air. The van is completely upturned. You have scratches and bruises, but nothing too major. But you are upside down at this moment.
Ow.
Darcy, you come to and you realize that this was bad.
Oh no. Oh no. Hey, Tommy, Sage, are you okay?
I think I have cuts
Yeah.
and scratches on my cuts and scratches.
Okay, no, but you're alive, right? Or we're all dead. Either way, I can hear you. That's good. Oh no, my van,
Running.
my baby. No, my
I
baby.
almost finished like getting the sketch done.
I know. Okay. She's gonna try to like unhook herself and see if she can like fall out of the chair.
Yeah.
You do.
Try get out.
You do manage to crawl your way out.
She takes a second and then
Honestly,
turns
this is
around.
this is gonna your pained wishes are gonna be delayed because first this card needs to be repaired.
Oh, no, she just puts one hand on it. I'm sorry, baby. I shouldn't have brought you. Oh, crap. Now it's super personal. My grandpa and my van. What is happening today?
Curiously enough, with this crash, you don't see anyone come out.
Are they all at the wake gathering?
Oh no.
I'm gonna make sure that like my jacket that I'm still wearing from the funeral or blazer or whatever it is, I'll just put it down like there by the window side over the glass so that Sage can get out and not cut herself some more on the way out.
Oh, thank you. It hurts.
You are now at City Hall.
Oh, God. Okay.
Come running
Yes.
over to help people get out of the car and get over to like relative safety and under like the roof, I suppose, under there.
How are you, Gail? Okay? Anything happened or?
No, I'm good. Dodged a whole manhole cover and lampposts and shit, but
We've been having weird weather.
Yeah, I think it had a face. I think the wind had a face.
That's usually grief. You see faces and things.
I don't know, Sage. I think this was probably real, but I also don't want it to be. So
Yeah,
yes,
it's
grief.
kind of like
Yeah,
that big
when
red eye.
my grandmother passed away, I saw her face in a tree.
Okay, but I would believe that with your family.
Why was your grandmother's face in a tree?
Did that to her.
Oh no. I'm gonna start heading towards my grandfather's office because that conversation is gonna be a long one and we can do it like as we walk.
Go
As-
in
as
and you
we-
see that there is a sign that says, we are basically having a mourning day. City Council is essentially closed today. If you need anything urgent, though, there are some contact numbers.
Can
But effectively, your grandfather's death has paralyzed this town.
Can I call my dad?
Yeah, you can call him.
So like a lot of weird stuff has been happening. So I'm just be like, hey dad,
Hey, son.
like I didn't take your like nighttime gummies with me, did I? Like I've got mine, right?
Give me a sec. Let me check. Goes, no. I got him here in my pocket.
Okay. I think I probably need.
You good, son? You sure you're hydrating? Getting your electrolytes?
That's what I think, Pops. I think I probably just need more electrolytes.
You know it's important to keep your, keep hydrated, keep your body working smoothly.
Are you sure that I'm still supposed to be doing this like no carb thing? Like there's no carbs in like Gatorade, right?
No. I mean, I'm all for the keto diet, but hey, sometimes we need to carb load. There are days when we need a pizza. So if your body's telling you that you need to carb load away, son.
So I need to eat a pizza.
Or anything carby that you want.
I wonder if the pizzeria is open. I think we're heading inside a building right now. I'll call you later, Pops.
Okay, son. Let me know. We are picking up those protein bars. Don't worry.
Oh heck yeah! Forgot about that. Thanks, Pops.
Thanks.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, Tommy.
protein bars.
Tommy, just so you know, maybe Gatorade is full of like I think the things the government have been putting in, so that might be why you're having strange reactions to it.
The But the
Definitely,
government
the
also-
government's been putting things in it, electrolytes.
But like
I-
they also tell me I need to drink a lot of milk, and that's good for my bones, though, right?
Mm,
Darcy is is gonna try
Yeah,
the
we're
door
still
as this
walking.
conversation's going
yeah.
on.
This is the weirdest walk and talk ever.
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
to see an episode of The West Wing where they did this walk and talk.
I mean, it's probably better not to have like cow's milk. It's probably better to have a different type of milk because they inject the cows with things.
Okay, doors.
I get
Are
my
any of these
shots
doors
every year,
opening?
though, right?
Oh, I don't get
I-
I don't get shots.
Explains
no,
why
yeah.
Sage gets sick very easily.
Yeah. Okay. Is any of the doors
Oh,
opening?
here's the thing, though. Truth, Sage doesn't get her shots at her doctor, but her secret job at one of the facilities makes sure she is properly chemically maintained.
Mhm.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Only
secret
she may
life.
not be aware of it.
Mm-mm. Are any of the city hall doors opening? I feel like Darcy's
Yeah, the
gotten
doors are
more like
main doors are open. Your grandfather's office door is open, but it is cordoned off like a crime scene, which is weird because it shouldn't be because it was ruled like natural causes.
oh, she'll duck under that tape.
You go in and there is the outline, like someone's not telling you something
Yeah.
because every sign here points to someone in the police being aware of foul play or at least suspecting it. But as far as you know, before this person showed up to your dad,
Mhm.
no. Like everything, natural causes.
Mm.
And you see the crowbar hanging on the wall.
Okay. On the way to the crowbar, she's gonna see those photos that her grandfather had of her. Is there one of them together?
Oh, they're all of you together. The first one is you as a baby, like on his knee.
Yeah. Um,
The one
gonna
thing that
take
is a
one.
constant in all those photos, especially as you grow up, Darcy, in the photos goes from the smiling kid to the more internalized,
Yeah.
outwardly grumpy
Yeah.
Darcy. He, on the other hand, is always smiling. And in some of the later photos, there is a photo from a couple of years ago where you are, you, and he has just like a hand on your shoulder, and in the camera you see that he's looking at you, and he is just beaming.
Yeah. Before she gets it, she stops at that one and takes that one out of the frame and puts it in her pocket, her flannel pocket, kind of like close to her heart, and then she goes, "Don't." She kind of says to herself, "Don't worry, Grandpa. I'm gonna solve this for you. That's no one does this to a Kellogg, and the truth will come out." And then she
Pick
gets
up the
very
crowbar?
determined. Gets that crowbar, yeah.
You grab the crowbar and it lights up. You grab
I
the
think-
crowbar and there is the same symbol that you all have tattooed. It glows on the crowbar.
She'd like to say that she was real cool about it, but I think she goes, "Holy shit!" Ah! Okay.
Everyone but Tommy, because Tommy does not have the mark. Your different tattoos, let's say, heat up. It's not burning, but it's enough that you feel it. Like there is a sensation to it the moment Darcy grabs this crowbar.
Oh no.
Okay. No, this is good. This is good, everyone. This
a
is
good owl or a bad owl?
it's something's happening.
Oh, I
No.
see you have found the crowbar. The
Turns
closet door opens and the curator steps out.
Darcy grabs it with both hands in a very aggressive stance.
If
And at
you're
this moment,
able
I
to-
reveal. At this moment, I reveal our second card. Time inside the tavern slows down and stops. A voice
Ah,
behind you whispers, "Ah, there you are."
okay.
Just so you're aware, sir, I have a whistle and people can hear it pretty far.
I'm glad you have it, though. If everything is stopped, will that whistle even whistle? I leave you to ponder that.
Okay.
Will the
So-
whistle.
Listen, you're not hurting me or any of my friends back
I am
there.
not looking to hurt you, little Darcy.
Oh, I see. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't know if you should have this.
He comes to you and very gingerly, like just taps the front of your shirt, like a collarbone level, and just does this almost like fishing for something, and the photo slides out, and it grabs
Hey,
it.
that's not yours.
He flicks it over to you and says, "Look carefully." And you see
So-
your dad, you see your grandfather, hand on your shoulder, beaming. Behind you, like outside of the frame, sitting on like a little bench, is a man with a cane that looks remarkably like the man in front of you.
She's doing like quick looks at it. Like she doesn't totally want to take her eye off him, but she's like, okay, so what does that prove though?
As I said, I was an acquaintance of your grandfather.
One second. I need to confer with my colleagues.
Here's your photo.
One hand just grabs it, jams it back in the pocket, and she'll walk backwards a little.
The curator walks back into the closet and locks the door.
Okay.
Closes the door behind him.
I don't understand.
And you hear a muffled voice, "I'll be here until you're
Don't go
done."
back into the closet. Don't you
No,
leave
okay.
it. Stay out of it.
You see, like once he's gone, she her shoulders slump a little. She's holding on to it, but she's like, okay, hey everybody, you're my friends, right? And
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you, Sage. I mean a lot. I haven't been making great decisions today, and there's a lot of chemicals and mental processes going on.
Mhm.
Do I give this thing to him?
Okay, I'm going to say no. And the reason I'm saying this is he just appeared here. Why couldn't he have got it himself?
That's a very good, Sage, you are the brains of the operation.
You hear a muffled, "I can answer that actually, but
No,
I'll
we're
wait
not
until you're done."
This is very rude. Okay. Tommy, what do you
Does he live in a closet?
No,
He's eavesdropping.
Okay. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate
You hear,
your
"I am not
contribution.
eavesdropping, you are just loud."
Oh,
Maybe it's
please.
symbolic.
Hey, Gail. Okay. Hey, you've got a good head on your shoulders. What am I supposed to do here?
Me?
Yes. No, Gail.
Okay.
Sincerely, you
What
have a
it-
good head on your shoulders.
Are we debating whether or not to give this thing to
Yes.
the man?
Yeah.
The closet man.
The closeted man.
Mhm.
Okay. GM, if I spend an adversity token, will you tell me everything about the crowbar, please? With my intuitive.
Oh shit! I forgot you had.
Sure, if you want to spend it.
I spend one of my two Totally.
Yeah.
Darcy knows to ask her friends. They know things that she doesn't.
To
And can
have
think things
to have
clearly.
a think about
Yeah.
the
Well, the crowbar is a weapon. It's passed down across generations in Darcy's family. It has been reforged several times. Its latest form is the crowbar. And it's a crowbar because you're in an era where a fucking sword would be kind of conspicuous.
but cool.
And it's a weapon that is used against some of the more weirder elements in this town. And let's just say Grandpa Kellogg did more than just run the city council. I mean, you all have an experience of stealing something in the devil's nail. You think you're the first ones to do that?
Gail has a big think then.
It is a moment of pure insight.
You know what? Darcy, you touched that thing and it reacted, and also you don't want to let it go, right? Maybe there's a good reason you don't want to let it go. Maybe you're not meant to. Maybe it was always supposed to come to you.
That's what I was saying.
And maybe there's a
Right.
reason that this guy can't just come and take it.
That is a very good point.
Maybe it has
Okay.
to be given.
Oh, okay. Hey, you don't have to come out of the closet. But why
Very well.
can't you?
You say very well. The door to the office opens and he walks through.
Oh, I don't see. You're not helping. Why?
What is he? The Lord of
Doors.
Doors?
I have frozen everything around me. You would think that to you, if I can control time, controlling a bit of space might not be. Have none of you ever seen Doctor Who?
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 That answers my question. Philistines.
Darcy holding it very tightly. She's like, I think this is for my family.
Indeed.
Then what are you going to do with it?
Nothing. This is yours.
She sighs. Then what are we doing? What was this? My fan, my baby is tipped on her back out there.
Like a
True.
turtle.
True, but the thing that did that to your van, the face that I know you saw,
I killed your granddad.
that's the thing that killed your grandfather. And without that little thing, you don't have much of a chance. Now, do you?
Oh my
You could have
gosh.
just said, I'm so tired. I'm so tired today. You could have just said, Darcy, there's a magic crowbar you can use to kill the
If I had told
wind
you,
monster.
Darcy, there is a magic crowbar in your
Yeah.
grandfather's office that
Yes.
will help you capture and seal away a sylph, an elemental spirit of air, you would not have believed me. You
Maybe
had to
not a year ago.
experience the things you have
Ugh.
experienced to
I don't-
prepare you to be able to accept reality.
Darcy.
I
Darcy,
would have
there's always-
believed you because
always
I
a
believe
mentor.
things.
There's always a mentor. If you're the plucky young hero, there's always
I don't
a
like-
mentor.
Oh, no. I am not the mentor. The mentor
Uh,
dies a horrific death. No, thank you.
Oh,
I am
Oh, okay.
the mysterious advisor.
Okay.
You're-
Well, then
you're
your
a
granddad was
watcher.
supposed to be the advisor.
Doesn't that make you like Jafar? And he did some pretty
I like
shady
that.
stuff down the line.
That is a
Oh.
smooth voice, though.
No, he's like Giles from Buffy.
That's the mentor.
I won't say no to that comparison.
That's the
Oh.
mentor. You didn't want to be a mentor.
Well,
okay.
I think.
But if I can be mental and British, I'll take it though.
Oh no.
That's fair.
Oh, there's a lot of interesting thoughts going on right now.
Maybe you're a
Wait,
vampire hunter.
So we have to fight the wind or a spirit of the wind.
So you're like Orochimaru, but after he was resurrected.
oh no, is that
This
anime?
one does go over his head. It's like, sure, let's go with that.
Okay.
Gale
I don't
knows.
understand everything that just was said, but am I supposed to beat down the wind with this crowbar?
Yeah, but you have to.
Magical crowbar.
You have to think of a cool name for your attack.
Mhm.
No,
Mm.
Grandpa would have wanted me just to walk out there, swing this around once, and then beat the shit out of the wind.
You won't be able to do it on your own. You'll need to draw the thing to the nail.
The
Once
devil's
there,
stick.
you'll be able to use the crowbar to stop it from being just wind. Make it possible for you to actually kick its ass.
Oh, I understand kicking ass, but as often, and she'll look around her. I guess as always, it ends with the devil's dick, doesn't it?
It always ends with the devil's dick.
You young folk have given that. You know what? No, it's not my place. It's not my place to comment on that place. Anywho, you don't have to worry about drawing it. It will come after you.
Oh,
Because you are who you are. And much like your grandfather was a target. As I said, this thing was sent after him. But you have been asking questions, and the people interested are not willing to risk answers coming out. So this thing will come after you to kill you.
Wait, you said it was sent by who?
As I said, I am not certain.
That's the bit you don't know.
There are too many interests that would have been very happy in seeing Walter pine for the fjords, as some would say.
Darcy,
okay. Yes.
The
you're
corn
in
people.
charge now.
Oh
Not a
crap.
few of them,
Okay.
really.
Hey,
Of course,
Hey, friends.
I am. You can go to the nail. The cornfields are another possibility, though far more dangerous one.
absolutely not. We'd be very foolish to go into the cornfields.
Only at night. During the day, well, it is getting late, isn't it?
No.
Well, there are sacred places in the cornfield.
I will.
You could,
Sacred
of course, you
places
could
in the
always
cornfield.
contact the Appreciation Society. They can guide you into the cornfields.
I don't.
I think we should go to the dick.
Yeah.
It helped us before. It did
Yes.
help us before.
Yeah.
I mean, to
think it
you,
wants
they are
to help
talking.
us.
You know what the Devil's Dick is. It is a monument.
Yeah.
You know what it is, but like it's just like a big giant slab of stone. It's a monolith.
Mhm.
You don't get this entire conversation is just going over your head.
Hey, Tommy.
See, he's trying his best not to giggle every time someone says word dick.
He's doing real good.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
You want to go get to the dick with us?
Yeah.
Let's go get dick together.
Let's go get some dick. I'm sorry. I tried, Darcy. I couldn't hold out.
Gail just
Feels-
had to keep poking.
The curator just looks at you all, turns around, walks away, and just closes the door behind him.
Thought he'd never leave.
Wait, couldn't he have just taken us to the dick?
I don't trust him at all. We
No,
gotta get
he-
there ourselves.
He's not
Doesn't he
British.
kind of remind you of like Ramona Flowers? You know, how like she could just like open
Yes.
doors and just go to places.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's not pretty though. I mean, like
No.
I wouldn't say it's pretty. Maybe if he dyed
Nah.
his hair blue.
Oh, okay. How
Yes.
are we gonna get there? My van is totaled, or at least on its back.
Where are we in relation to the pizza parlor? Because
Oh,
my
yeah,
house
Tommy
is not
still
my
needs to
house
get
is not
pizza.
far
Oh,
from my
you're
house is
right.
not far from there. And I could probably just take my little red Ford.
I mean, Darcy would definitely know where Big Papa Niblets is.
It is just a few blocks away.
Okay,
We
excellent.
could take my car.
Okay, Tommy? I know that like, so you haven't seen as weird stuff as we have. Is
It's
that
the
okay?
outside.
Because yeah, I just things keep happening to us, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you, Tommy. Are you sure you're
You
okay?
have a memory. When they said nothing's weird happened to you, you have a vivid memory of getting lost in the cornfields on a school trip, and you were about to fall down a big hole when a giant hand appeared, grabbed you, and put you back right behind the school group, and then waved at you and went back into the cornfield. You have never told anyone about it because you said it, and everyone just thought you were, a kid telling stories. It's like no one ever believes you that the scarecrows in the cornfield wave at you when you come by.
I mean, I don't know if it's weird. Things around here are usually pretty friendly to me. So if someone's like friendly, I don't really think they're weird. But there's like the big hand in the cornfield. He's pretty cool. There's like, the scarecrows are pretty chill. There's that like lady who like hangs out in the trees a lot. I mean, she always waves, but I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. Yeah, then I guess you're one of us, Tommy.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it sounds like you're one of us.
Okay, then she's gonna like put a hand on his shoulder. This might get dangerous, but we're in it together.
Like family.
Hey,
Yeah.
just a weird question for me.
Yeah.
You don't remember like a giant meatball rolling through town not so long
Bro,
ago?
I'm getting wicked hungry.
You don't
Pizza.
actually remember that you had a weird dream that you and your dad and your mom were hugging like really close, like the ultimate bro hug.
Oh no, he was.
But it
part
was
of the
it was
meatball.
kind of a weird dream. You woke up and like in the living room, but nothing.
I just Gail leans over to whoever's closest to whichever girl is closest and is just like, I think he was part of the meatball.
Probably. And I told him to stop.
And
Okay,
he
let's,
did because he is a good boy.
Yes.
Here, let's all get in Tommy's car and end this.
Yes.
We're gonna get there first. What does the outside look like? Is it still like raging?
There is the weather has gone really foul.
Is there a way out the
Man,
back?
it's probably not
Yes,
the
there
best
is a way out
idea
the
to
back.
ride.
Is that closest to the pizzeria? We should go out the back.
But what I'm gonna need is
Anyone-
I'm gonna ask, how are you going to the pizzeria or Tommy's house? Are you booking it, or are you trying to be careful and as stealthy as possible?
I'm not making that decision. Darcy will look to everybody else and see what their decision is.
Well, it's real windy outside, so just like we got to be, firmly on the ground. So I think like Sage, like I can piggyback you so you don't fly away, and then we'll just like walk.
Yeah. That sounds like a
So I
idea.
want a group check.
Oh no.
I'm gonna make it grit. I want a combined result of 20.
Okay.
Okay, be cool. Be cool.
I'm gonna
Oh.
spend an adversity token
Got 13.
just to bump mine up a little bit.
Nice. 5.
5 for me as well.
Okay.
4 for me.
Okay.
You, in total, and
Oof.
with a lot of help from Gale, kind of just grabbing folk when the wind is picking up. The things have become more generalized and not as focused as before. So while you're getting hurricane level weather, you are not getting, pieces of the street just chucked at you. But the winds do threaten at times to just blow you over. There are moments, Darcy, where you struggle to keep a hold on the crowbar because it almost seems like it's trying to push it off your hands. But again, with everyone's support, you do make it to Papa Niblets. And then you actually find your old delivery car there.
Hey.
And also, you can see Tommy's house from here.
Hey, Tommy. Do you want us to use your car or do you want us to use this company car?
But won't you in trouble if it gets wrecked and stuff?
Would you get into trouble if it gets wrecked?
No, I can just rebuild my car. I mean, I built that one.
I want to go to this car that Tommy built.
Yes.
Okay. Tommy, thank you. This is I can't guarantee your car will. And I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure I'm just cursed.
Hey Tommy, if the wind
It'll be all right.
If the wind breaks your car, I'll help you put it back together again.
Thank you. I mean, my dad taught me how to do it. It's good father-son bonding time stuff. So it's good to do that with bros.
My dad could probably help too.
Nice.
Because he's in the army and he does that sort of thing too. So you could bond with my dad too.
But isn't the army also the government?
He's ex army. He's no longer.
He used to be with a man, but not anymore.
Yeah, he saw the error of his ways.
At Darcy looking at
or
Gale,
maybe he just expanded.
Just looking at from Tommy to Sage, and Sage to Tommy, and just now Darcy
make a brain check, difficulty 5.
Oh no, okay, that's still not the best for me, but I think she's thinking something. All right, be cool. 7.
You look at them. Physically, no resemblance. But there's something about their vibe.
Yeah.
That, if you were Sage, you would say so in terms of souls, there's definitely a connection there.
Yeah. She almost says something, but it's no, because that's Sage. I think I've been hanging out a lot with Sage, and sometimes my brain starts sagifying. No, it's just friends.
Gale will just from behind Darcy really quietly, as quiet as Gale can manage, put on his best Sage voice and be like, they just vibrate at the same frequency, man.
Oh my God, Gale. Okay. You know what? Okay, we have too many mysteries. There's something going on there, right? Okay, all right. Okay, we have to go beat the wind's ass. Yeah, we have to go to Dick and beat
punch the wind.
Exactly. We'll deal with. She's whatever that is later.
So you pull the tarp out of this car that you've built, and if you want to describe the car, go for it.
Yeah, it's not a super expensive kind of Ford or anything. This is your average model, would have come from 1989, and I just found it in the scrap heap, and my dad and I rebuilt it, and it's painted a nice red. And it works. It's it does what I need it to do.
It is a father-son project on a couple of bros, so it's been turbocharged. The moment you turn this thing on, the engine literally roars.
Oh,
Does it
Like,
have?
they've turned a like an 80s car into like a 50s model, like a muscle car.
I mean, I may or may not have put some flame decals on it, but
it goes faster.
Look at the
It's
flames,
science.
Darcy. They actually look pretty cool.
They're pretty. Okay, yeah. Like for 1 second, in the middle of all this, she's like, "The fan's gonna be okay. It's gonna have flames." And she gets in and she absolutely buckles up. The very first thing, she's like, "Nope." Click.
Oh, I have the same question as before. You are being gunned by the wind, which is I've never before said that phrase, and it's become my favorite. So I'm gonna ask: prudence or speed?
prudence or speed? That's a
Make
good
sure
question.
everybody buckles in.
I think we'll go because like we have a mission now. One of my flaws is that I'm restless and I'm in my car. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for speed.
Okay, I'm gonna need a grit roll.
Okay.
Difficulty 10.
The keychain has what looks like a rabbit's foot on it, like a lucky rabbit's foot, but it's totally not a rabbit's foot. Like I found it in the woods and I made it into a keychain, but I don't actually know what it comes from.
Yes.
One of
All right.
Hey, to your gaze, the little rabbit foot seems to glow. Nobody else sees that.
What was the difficulty?
10.
10. I will spend. Well, let's see. Does anyone want to try to help me out here? Because I could spend 1 adversity token to bring me up to an 8.
I have
a 7.
I have 3 adverse tokens. I also have Lil as well.
You have loyalty. So
Yes.
I want you to tell me, Sage, how are you helping with this rather reckless bit of driving?
So I'm like, okay, so when my dad was in the army, he would like the stories he told me was you've gotta put your foot down, you gotta watch what's going on, you have to if there's anything coming towards you, you just run it down.
And 10 and 2, right?
Yes. 10 and 2, and you have a good aura.
I'm in the
You
back
can spend
with
that
Go Kernels.
adversity token and give him a +2.
All right.
Like both are going.
So that brings us. Yeah. So that would bring us to a 10, then, right?
You are gunning this car down the streets. And once you reach that, you like go into basically like the full-on storm. You again are being thrown things left and right. But with that bit of advice of just, if anything is in your way, just gun for it. You literally barrel into things. And you build, these are
10 and
old cars which are mostly metal.
10 and 2. 10 and 2.
These are old cars where mostly, just like driving tin cans.
Yep.
So they can take a hit and you just crash into things. And you're fairly sure at one point out you hear an oof as something rolls out of the way. And eventually you swerve and stop right at the edge of town and the edge of the forest, where you would just need to make a quick hike towards the nail.
It is a stick shift as well. So it's drift to a stop.
Yes. That was some driving, Tommy.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank
The
you.
storm moving, like start to almost become smaller, and then you just see like a twister come down to the earth and begin to move in your direction.
Oh, okay. Everyone out of the car, to the dick. She like open the door and just
So we get
start booking it.
Run to the deck.
You arrive at the Devil's Nail, or the Devil's Dick, as you young kids call it.
We'll never give it up.
The monolith is there, and much like the last time you were dealing with something like this, there is a thrum in the air. And Tommy, you can feel it. The ground quakes a bit beneath your feet, and the monolith vibrates, almost like an antenna or a tuning fork. There is a bit of a hum in the air, like almost for those of you who have a mark. It again, you feel it warm up, and it's almost like you know that the nail is getting ready to do what it's supposed to do. The wind picks up and just barrels into you. I need grit rolls from everyone.
Damn you, grit. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's been.
I'll accept grit. I'll accept brawn as well. Hell, I'll accept fight.
Oh, thank God! I'm gonna fight with my
That's
feet
cocked.
on the ground.
No, I'm gonna go with grit because I rolled an 8, so it explodes.
I
Wrong.
know this
for
one
me.
is 10.
I
Okay.
got 20. Not
Mine
exploded.
exploded.
But,
27.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I
She's in her
exploded and I got
element.
14.
Yes,
Gail, how much did you roll?
Kale.
7.
No,
You are blown into a nearby tree.
Oh god.
Slam back first.
Kale.
You're hurt, but nothing permanent. But you do have a throbbing, like the back of your head is just throbbing, and your vision is a bit blurry.
Ow.
Sage,
Okay.
you're kind of blown back, but you manage to grab hold to, a bit of almost like a little wispy small tree, a growing tree. You can manage to grab onto it and not move. The other two, you stand like superheroes against the coming wind. Tommy is just feet planted, almost like when you're dealing with a lot of weight, you need to be stable in your core. You're just standing there, and
somehow
just
the wind is
staring at you.
like made my buttons come loose, so like the shirt's open now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
And Darcy, you are in a combat stance, and
Yeah.
nothing's coming you, but the wind that hits you, almost like you see the path as dust and leaves are kicked up, and it begins to almost like turn and swirl around you, and you just see again that face in the wind, and it just seems to be moving, and then staying still in the swirling wind around it, and it just looks at you, Darcy, and says, little girl, why don't you just drop the little toy? We can have a quick chat, and then you just go to sleep. Your grandpa
Killed my
went to
grandpa.
sleep.
No,
I just put him to sleep like you do with an old dog.
Oh, she absolutely like swings at it with the crowbar,
Make a
like an
fight check.
anchor.
Make a
Oh
fight
boy.
check.
Okay.
And the difficulty for this one is 10 again.
Oh boy.
Get it.
Okay. All right.
Get it.
All right. Let's do this. 14.
14.
Nice.
You swing into this, and the thing is laughing, and the face is bigger because it's in the wind, and you're swinging a crowbar. I'm just going to ask, are you swinging with like the hook part first? Like, is that the part that's swinging? Or is that like at the bottom and you're swinging with like the other point?
Nah, I think she's swinging with the hook point.
You swing with the hook, and literally you see it somehow, the wind and the hurricane gets deformed as you literally hook its cheek and drag it out of the wind. The thing dissipates, and this corporeal, like blue-skinned, almost like alien drops out. It's essentially like a Kendall. No features. It is fairly jacked. Tommy, it likely bench presses quite a lot, but it is completely blue, no hair, and it's just looking at you like, what did you do?
Keep my grandpa's name out of your mouth.
Like trying to blow wind at you, and nothing happened. and then it just goes to rush you.
Sorry, bro. Looks like you blew yourself too early.
It
Anyway,
changes
hit him,
direction
Gus.
and goes for Tommy.
Oh no,
Shut
not
up.
Tommy.
No.
So Tommy, I will need this thing is coming at you to
Sure.
attack you. How will you defend yourself?
I wanna like tackle him into Darcy. So I wanna brawn this dude.
Yeah, go for it.
Darcy's got the whip.
Yeah, she's ready. Just behind, like, oh no.
It wasn't that good though. It was only a 6.
You go for the tackle, and you're going for the midsection, and it sees you coming, and as you're approaching, it raises its knee and just slams it into your nose, and you kind of push it to the side, and then it turns again towards Darcy, running at you.
Respect your abs, bro.
You keep your hands off of Tommy, and she'll swing again.
Okay, fight roll.
Oh boy, okay.
DC is 10 again. Sage, you are now recovering from the wind blowing, and you see this weird alien creature having just basically kneed Tommy in the face and now rushing for Darcy. Gale, you're still a bit shaky, but you can stand up and do anything you want.
I want to run. I want to help.
How do you wish to help?
Tommy has a bloody nose though.
Oh no. Just forgot.
Pull out my gun. Wait.
Yeah, no one's allowed to get hurt. So yes, no.
Or what?
I'm going to. He has a bloody nose, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I go and I get a tampon out of my bag and be like, shove that up your nose.
All right.
Okay. That'll help with the nosebleeds for sure.
Yes. And that will help.
Both you guys so big.
And Gale?
I want to I think I'm gonna try to do the same thing Tommy tried.
Okay, make a brawn roll. And how was your fight roll?
11.
11. Great. So let me roll that brawn.
She is seeing a bloody
See,
nose
the
though,
DC for
and
that
trying
is
not
gonna
to.
be the DC for the tackle is gonna be 12.
Oh, I don't think I can even do it. No,
If you explode, you can.
4.
4.
That's the thing. She knows Darcy doesn't
you
like
go
blood.
to tackle and you are, because you're kind of blinded, you are kind of swerving, moving towards him, and he just shoves you out of the way, and you slam head first into the monolith.
Oof.
And
Ow.
Gale is out for the count.
No.
But as he moves that, he gets distracted, and you just swing and clock this thing over the head. And it is now on the floor, like this translucent, almost like prismatic blood pouring out. And it tries to stand. I'm going to ask this. The monolith is vibrating, and your crowbar is glowing. You have a feeling that you just need to like smear some of the blood on the monolith and it'll go away immediately. But I'm going to ask something. Is Darcy looking to make this quick, or is Darcy looking to make this hurt?
Darcy has one question because she's ready just to end this. But like she almost will stop before smearing the blood, and she's going to be like, who sent you?
If you let me go, I'll tell you.
You're not leaving here. And she'll smear the blood on the nail, the obelisk.
It tries to run away, and you see the monolith begins to bubble like tar, and this crystalline huge hand, almost like a claw, comes out, grabs him, and pulls him in. The last thing you see is like the blue feet, the two blue feet legs kicking as it goes into the monolith.
Hand bro.
And a second, the hand gives you all a thumbs up and goes back in. A second symbol appears on the monolith. This time of like a swirling wind. Second tattoo appears on all of you.
Hey,
Tommy, a
Tommy.
tattoo appears somewhere on your body of that same symbol.
Nice.
Oh, my
Yes,
parents are gonna
well.
kill me.
I reveal at this moment our last card. A contact has an unusual job for you. Capture a fugitive from the elemental plane of air.
Mm,
Ah.
nice.
Ah.
You know what the funny thing is? IRL, I had to get like a nose thing done when I was 9 for like sinuses. So I actually did have to wear the nasal tampon for a couple
Oh,
of,
there we go.
like about a month
No,
in real
real.
life.
Art imitating life.
Yeah.
The spirit has been vanquished. You have now this weapon in your hands, a weapon that you do not fully understand. Once the spirit is gone, whatever activity it had in your hands ceases. It goes cold, and the same happens with the tattoo. It dims, and it's almost like everything has gone dormant again. The quaking stops, the shaking recedes. The monolith is now once again just a slab of stone. To everyone else, they'll just see a smooth stone. You, on the other hand, will always see those symbols etched on it. The weather clears. Once again, sunlight streams through trees. Darcy, you see someone walking through the trees towards you. And you see an old lady. There's something about her. There's almost like the scent of peppermint coming from her. And it feels familiar. Familiar in a sense that you smell it and for some reason you want to cry. It's a nostalgic feeling that you can't place. And she just looks at you and just approaches you and just like pats your cheek very kindly and just goes, he would be very proud of you. And you just hear in the back, coming from the wood, you hear, meow, meow, meow. Says, oh, I'm sorry, I have to go now. And she goes back in through the trees and disappears.
Well, she'll turn around to everyone. Is Gail conscious?
No, Gail is on the floor.
Oh shit. Okay. Hey everyone, let's go. It's gonna take a while for me to process that. Let's go pick Gail up.
Take him
And
to
then
the
he had-
hospital.
If he hit his head, you're supposed to not move him. Supposed to get paramedics.
I don't want to bring anybody else out here. I'm gonna take the chance. Tommy, I think we just gotta get out of here. Nothing good happens here. I mean, there may be some good things.
You don't see it, but the monolith takes offense at that.
Yeah, and I think Darcy would try to like gather up everybody and maybe head back to her house.
You head back, and it is a gathering of family and friends. It began as a dour moment of the death of a beloved member of the community. But as you come in, it is in full swing, and you hear raucous laughter as stories of your grandfather are just being told here and there. And he certainly was the goat. in both meanings of the word. And everyone is aware of it, and everyone is telling bright stories of him. Only a handful of people, though, and you do see somewhere in a corner, away from everybody, raising a glass to you, is the curator. And he is there a moment and gone the next. But some people do know just how much Walter Kellogg really did in this town. With him gone, though, it is ruled natural causes. No investigation ever takes place. And with him gone, permits for things that he had violently opposed suddenly gets passed, including the permits for a grand festival and the building of a ziggurat in the forest. And that is the end of our story.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. That Tommy's awesome.
That was
We
fun.
need that energy.
And before we
Yeah, positive energy.
conclude, though, I do want to ask Adrian, our wonderful guest, to tell the world where they can find them.
Sure, yeah. You
they
can
want
find
to track him down for any reason.
I mean, yeah, you can find me all over the Twitters and the socials at the Adrian Bear, and you can also find me storytelling on the Bear Pin over on Twitch. Friday nights we do Thala and Bound as a D&D game, and then Sundays we do Blood on the Bayou. That is my V5 vampire game. But there's a whole bunch of other awesome content on the channel as well, so you can check me out there.
Start with Megan.
I think you got muted for 2 seconds.
Oh, sorry, I meant for the rest of the cast. Megan, if you would.
Megan, you can find me on Twitter at Kawaii Not. You'll see me on RP Knots every other Friday on The Lawful Geek. If you like podcasts, I do a Monster of the Week. We released every other Tuesday, called $2 Creature Feature. That is very proud of as well. And hey, do you like cats getting into shenanigans? Then you should go over to the Bear Pen, where we just finished our 5th Fate one-shot cat cafe, which Adrian started and has been continued by Cassidy. And it's cats. We literally play cats in a cat cafe. And the Easter Bunny might have been taken out at one point. It wasn't the real Easter Bunny. It's fine. On the last episode, we were taken to a beach, and shenanigans and crabs happened. So check it out.
Hey.
Oh, those crabs.
Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. You can find me on Twitter at JJ_squishy1990. Also, you can see me on the Lawful Geek every Sunday playing D&D 5th edition as a cleric that is based in the modern era, if I'm saying this correctly, Kevin. And
Sure.
On the other Fridays, you will see us playing Vampire the Masquerade as well.
Lastly, Nate.
Nope. Nate, you can find me on Twitter as the Tiniest Sidekick, and you can find me here on this channel playing 8th C D&D 5e on Sundays, alternating Fridays for Vampire the Masquerade, our after the Fall of London game, which is restarting itself slowly.
And as always, thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. We hope we had a good time, and until next time.